point is, as you will know, Al, from me having told you before, I had a big part, of course, in securing the arrest of the Yorkshire Ripper.
Sorry.
What are you laughing at?
Enlighten me again, then. How did you have a big part?
Well, I've told this story before, but I'll remind you. When I was on the news desk one night on the Daily Express doing a late shift about 9 o'clock, and there was a buzz around that they'd got the Ripper after 5 years of hunting for him. Even my dad was arrested as a suspect for the Ripper, you know.
What?
They arrested men all over the north of England. They had roadblocks, people were stopped. My dad was, was stopped in a car and asked to go to the police station while his car was searched. I mean, thousands of people. They didn't have computers in those days, so they didn't have any...
You never told me this.
Oh, I'm sure I did.
The old man's name Jack?
No. My old man's name was Alan, but it was just routine. They were just taking people in, you know. But anyway, point of the story is I'm sitting there and all of a sudden the phone goes, answer the phone, and it's a person from Heaton, a district of Bradford, who said, hello, you know, I've been a Daily Express reader for 40 years, son, you know, and I thought I'd just let you know there's an awful lot of police activity in my road. And I said, oh, where do you live? He said, I live in Eton, in Bradford, like, and they're an house opposite. All the cops in the house opposite. And I said, oh, right. And, you know, of course, the tentacles go up because you know there's a buzz around that he might have got the Ripper. So I said, what's the name of the people who live opposite? He says, it's a big gangly lad. He's a lorry driver. His name's Peter Sutcliffe. And I said, right, okay, Peter Sutcliffe, yeah. I said, is he a mate of yours? No, not really a mate, you know. I said, okay. I said, you know his phone number? Oh, I said, have you got a phone book? Everybody had a phone book in those days. We don't have phone books anymore, Al. Yeah. So I said, get the phone book out. So I got it out. I said, look it up. Peter Sutcliffe. Yeah, that's him. Our son, here's his number. So he gave me the number, right? So I then ring that number. Somebody answers the phone at the other end. And, of course, me being smarter than the average bear, I said, hello, I said, is HQ here? Is that the Ripper's house? And the guy on the other end said, yeah, it is. Who's that? And I said, sorry, mate, it's the Daily Express, and put the phone down. And then we went and splashed on it all over the world. Ripper had been caught, okay? And as a result of that, lots more information came up. People started coming forward, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So what happened with Des, Al? This is so...
Well, I'm beginning to think you're a bit of a jinx, Porky.
A bit of a jinx.
No. So you've caught the Ripper.
Yes, that's right.
You broke the news that Princess Diana had died from Paris.
I did.
You weren't anywhere near Shergar by any chance, were you?
No, I wasn't. But our mate Derek wasn't he? Old Derek, what's his name?
Thompson.
Derek Thompson, yeah. Anyway, so when the cops had finally nailed Des, it didn't take long. He admitted everything, but they couldn't work out the numbers. He was a bit coy about the numbers and all that. And particularly identifying the victims, okay? Because, of course, he chopped them all up. Of course, me being smarter than the average bear, I get down to the job centre where he'd worked, okay? And I walked in, looked at a few jobs on the board and clocked the identity of the guys behind the desks, okay? And then when I saw one of them go out at lunchtime, I followed him to the pub and I offered him a load of money, right, to find the files that Des had worked on.
You offered him a load of money?
A load of money, yeah.
This is shocking.
Yeah. Offered him a load of money and said, can you get out the files on all the people that Des has been working on, trying to place them into work and all that? And, I couldn't do that. It'd be more my job's worth. So I offered him a lot more money. And eventually this happened, okay? And I was then able to identify some of the people that Des had, the cases he'd worked on. And I did the honest and open thing when I realised I'd found some of those people who'd been murdered and missing. On the day we were going to publish, I let the police know and gave them the information just a few hours before the papers came.
And what was the reaction from the police?
Oh, they were delighted because, it meant that they were going to get worldwide publicity on missing people. And again, loads of other people, families came forward and said, we haven't seen our son since this day or that day, years ago, 7 years ago it was. But there you go, Al, you see, I'm a public servant, aren't I?
Poirot, that's your nickname now.
Poirot, absolutely.